our Ladies Bible study has been having this awesome study on listening to the voice of God. Now, how many of you pray? Oh, let's use my hands. Okay. How many of you know that God answers prayer? Sometimes He says no. But we're learning through this study that God talks to us more than we ever realize if we just listen. If we're just aware that He is there and that He'll guide and direct us. So none of us want to be like Harvey, the foolish pig. Now I'm going to need a little help later on. So I'll let you know when, but when I tell you when, with this side say, "Oh, Harvey." Oh, Harvey. You foolish pig.
You foolish pig.
Oh, very good. Oh, yes. Once upon a time, there was a pig named Harvey. Now, he was an ordinary pig, except he was poorer than most. His trousers were covered in patches, and he had no shoes. One day, he was talking to himself. He did that quite a lot. And he said, "I hate being poor. I want to be rich. I'm going to go and find the king, and I'm going to ask him how I, Harvey Pig, can be rich." And off he went. It wasn't long before he met a hungry wolf. Oh, the wolf was just drooling, looking at that wonderful pig. And he said, "Pig, where are you off to in such a hurry?" "Oh," Harvey said, "I'm off to see the king. I have a question to ask him." "Well, will you ask him a question for me? Tell him that I haven't had a bite to eat in days. Ask him how I can get a good meal." "Oh, all right," Harvey said, "I'll do that." And away he went. And pretty soon he came to a mansion. Oh, it was a beautiful mansion. It sat up on a hill, and there were manicured lawns and flower gardens and beautiful trees. And there was a pig sitting on a bench right outside the mansion. Her name is Luella. And she said, "Oh, Mr. Pig, come and sit by me. Visit with me for a little while." "Oh," he says, "I don't have time. I'm off to see the king. I have a question to ask him." "Oh, will you ask him a question for me? You see, I am very rich and very beautiful, but I'm unhappy. Ask the king how I can be happy." "Oh, all right," said Harvey, trying to keep all these questions straight. "Okay." And away he went again. Soon he came upon a thirsty tree that was growing by the side of a river. And even though it was summer, its leaves were dry and brown. And the tree said, "Pig, where are you off to in such a rush?" "Oh," Harvey said, "I have a question to ask the king." "Well, will you ask him a question for me? Tell him that even though I live by a river, my leaves are dry and brown. How can I get water so my leaves will be green and I'll bear fruit again?" "Oh, all right, I'll try to remember that one too. Gee, all these questions. Okay." So he went running off again. He went through sun-drenched meadows and into the soft shadows of the forest. And when he came out again, he saw the king, the protector of all creatures. He's a lion. Harvey dropped to his knees and waited to be acknowledged by the king of the animals. And the king said, "Harvey Pig, the birds have told me of your coming. Why do you seek me out today?" Oh, your highness, the world is full of riches." "That is true," said the king, "but I have none," said Harvey. "Oh, that is also true." "Well, I hate being poor. I want to be rich too. How can I be rich?" "Well," said the king, "I will give you the gift of good luck. And if you make the right choices, you will receive all the riches that you need." "Well, how can I do that?" "Well, you must find them," said the king. "How?" said Harvey. "Keep your eyes and your ears open and use your head." "Well, now off you go." And Harvey started back home, and he remembered the other questions he was supposed to ask. he went back and he told the king about the hungry wolf, the beautiful Luella, and the thirsty tree. And the king gave him 3 wise answers, and Harvey set off for home. Pretty soon he came to the thirsty tree. Oh, the tree could hardly wait to see. Oh, pig, please, did you see the king? Yes, I did. Did he give you an answer? Yes, he did. Well, how can I get water again? And he said, well, you've got a pot of gold buried beneath your roots. And unless that is removed, you'll never get water again, and you'll never again bear fruit. Well, what are you waiting for? Said the tree. Remove the gold. I don't want it. I just want water. You can have the gold. And Harvey said, I don't have time. He said, you don't understand. The king gave me the gift of good luck, and I had to find my riches. And off he went. And the tree said, oh, Harvey, you foolish pig. He went back and he saw Luella again. Oh, she had a table set up with all kinds of delicacies on it. Little sandwiches and bonbons and fruit. Tall pitcher of iced tea. Oh, she said, Mr. Pig, did you see the king? Yes, I did, he said. And what did he say? How can I be happy once again? And he said, well, you're unhappy because you're lonesome. You need to find someone to share your life with, and then you'll be happy. Oh, Mr. Pig, marry me. Please, marry me. And then we'll both be happy. Oh, Harvey said, I don't have time. He said, the king gave me the gift of good luck. I have to go and find my riches. And away he went. And Luella said, oh, Harvey, you foolish pig. Soon he met the hungry wolf once again. The wolf had been busy while he was gone too. He set a table. He had a 2-liter Diet Coke chili there. He was watching the Food Channel. And during commercials, he was thumbing through a book, 101 Ways to Serve Pork. He looked at Harvey and he said, wow, you look tired. Oh, he said, what a day I have had. He said, after I saw you, I met Luella, and she was unhappy even though she was very rich and very beautiful, and she wanted to know how to get happy again. And then I met a thirsty tree. Even though he lived by a river, his leaves were dry, and he wanted to know how to get water again. Well, did you ask the king those questions? I did, he said. Did he give you answers? Yes, he did. And what did he say? Well, he said that there was a pot of gold buried beneath the roots of the tree, and if I didn't remove it, or if someone didn't remove it, then his leaves would never be green, he'd never bear fruit again. And Luella needed to find herself a husband, and then she'd be happy. Well, what did you do? Said the wolf. Well, I had refused to help, of course. I mean, the king gave me the gift of good luck, and he said I had to find my riches, so I'm off to find my riches. Oh, really? Said the wolf. And did the king have a message for me? How I can find a good meal? Oh, I almost forgot. Oh, let me think. What did he say? Oh, that's right. He said that you might meet a foolish pig whose trousers were covered with patches and didn't have any shoes, who wouldn't know good luck when you ran into it. Really? Said the wolf. And then, what did he have to say to me? Oh, this is the hard part. He said it was a French phrase with 2 words, and the king said you'd know what they meant. Said the wolf. Oh, yes, that's right. Bon appetit. And the birds had been watching all this time and said, oh,